What was going on the last days? A hot week in Vienna, a different location for one of our players, and a well-known former professional with us in Vienna. For some of Yuri Rodionov's practice partners at Wimbledon or his opponent Fucsovics, the tournament in London didn't go so badly afterwards. For Yuri, unfortunately, it was only a short excursion on grass. He returned to a surface that is typical for Europe. On the clay court. He played a league match in Austria at the weekend and unfortunately suffered a slight strain in his hip during this match. This week, the national championships are on the tournament schedule. We hope that Yuri will be fit enough for this tournament. After this week, he wants to play more challenger tournaments, and I have of course advised him not to take any unnecessary risks. A former top 20 player from Austria was also with us several times this week as a coach. Stefan Kubek will be joining us from time to time in the future and will pass on his experience and valuable tips to our players during practice. He made the step to the top of international men's tennis at a time when I was just at the end of my career, so our paths as players only crossed very briefly. I've hardly seen Stefan in the last few years, so I'm pleased to be in contact with him again in this way. No tournament was planned for Sebastian Sorger this week. Together with our coach Ivan Galic, he went to Italy, to Merano. There he trained in the slightly higher altitude and also measured his game a little. Using the ION system, the aim was to evaluate where Sebastian stands and where he has potential in terms of his strokes, placement, ball rotation, impact points and other things. It was also interesting to determine the ideal height of the impact point when serving due to his height. The difference in the speed of the shots when you take the ball on the rise or let it drop also helps us to increase the motivation for this with the measured numbers. Certainly a helpful addition for some players, and it can make the coach's explanatory work easier. Slava Belinsky was eliminated in the second round of a future tournament in Slovenia. That was surprising for us, but these weeks happen. The first days of the main draw at Wimbledon once again underline that surprises can happen on grass and that the level of men's tennis is generally getting closer together. Sinner and Alcaraz are rather the exception here at the moment. Otherwise, many players seem to be beatable at any time. If Sinner and Alcaraz stay fit, they could use this time to collect Grand Slam titles. It will be exciting to see how things develop. Thank you for your interest and see you at the next video.